Okay.
Okay, let's clap. God bless you guys. It is Feel Good Friday, December the 6th, 2024. Uh, 18 minutes after the hour, guys. Welcome to the Shawn Harvey Morning Show featuring Miko team with the Queen, SennyJ, and the Queen, Miss Miko. Only place on earth where you get your morning started, right? We truly appreciate you guys. Please like, share, follow, and subscribe to the Shawn Harvey Morning Show featuring the Wake Up Team. We're going to explain a lot in a moment. This is where you get your morning love, but most importantly, it's the only place on earth where you get your morning started right. And this morning is not being started right, but it will be right. Just keep following our journey. SennyJ, good morning. God bless you. I always say good to see you, but I can't see you. But how are you, young lady?
Good morning, Shawn. I'm doing great. Good morning to everybody listening within the sound of my voice. We have a great show for you today. We're going to get started with Senny Says, where I will let you know what is going on in Hollywood and entertainment news. We're also going to have Front Page News with Senny J, where I will let you know what is going on locally, nationally, and globally. So you want to make sure you stick around for that.
Okay. Yeah, please stick around for that. And on a Feel Good Friday, obviously, we're on this new platform and we're having some difficulties today for real. And sometimes people go, we're having technical difficulties, but they just say that to kind of brush off the issue, to just to like negate like what's going on. But really today we do have technical issues. So, and because of that, I said to City, let's just start the show because you guys can't see City. And that's on our end, but we troubleshooted as much as we can and we went past our start time. So we are starting the show as is to prove to you guys our commitment and our dedication to the Shawn Harvey Morning Show featuring the Wake Up Team. So we'll fix that glitch after the show today or throughout the week and throughout the weekend. And then once Monday come, we'll be back up and running. But we didn't want to cancel the show because of our technical difficulty on a Feel Good Friday. So I just want to let you guys know that straight up because I know we're late. It's a paid subscription now, and there's a lot going on with the emotions of it all. But there is no excuses. But we did just for the backtrack the record before I yield my time to Steady. We went over this troubleshooting a few days ago. We sat here for a couple of hours figuring it out, and we did. And thanks to SennyJ, and I appreciate you for that. Last night we had a productive meeting for about 45 minutes on the goals and achievements of this show. We did, and we started early to try to troubleshoot, and this happened. So there's going to be some roadblocks and some barriers on the highway to get to where we need to go. So we appreciate you and thank you for your patience. Cindy, are you still there?
Yeah, I'm still here.
Okay. How are you, Cindy? I just need to say that. If you want to talk about that for a minute, you can. That's all I need to say.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on with my camera. So I'm gonna have to figure it out later.
Okay. So
I'll
let's,
figure it. Luce, what do you want me to do? I'm sorry. Go ask Florian. I'm sorry. I'm
what?
sorry, Sean. I'm trying to. The kids are leaving late. They had a 2-hour delay today, so I'm like doing both at the same time. But
Right. So you being a mom while we're doing the show.
yeah, like, why are
Okay.
you standing here looking at me? Well, you see, I'm on live.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying?
No, I
What do
get
you want
it.
me to do?
And that's the one thing that's unique about this show. Like whatever's gonna happen is gonna happen right in real time. Okay.
Like,
So
you
we
mad you can't get water right now? Like,
so
what?
if there's anyone that because I can't see the chat room, and that's another thing we want to talk about. We do have a chat room live, okay? Um, and we're gonna talk about how we're changing the show around, and we hope you're there for us with the journey. Um, but
Yeah,
on a
we'll
Feel
do a
Good
separate
Friday,
post
we
for that.
truly appreciate it. Let's get into because and that's another thing. I do apologize, guys. We can't do the show long today because of our technical difficulties, and then with the scheduling thing with Cindy and myself. So again, I don't want to go into all the apologetic things. We're just going to jump right into the show, and we're going to fix the issue. And if you're in the chat room, please let the others know that we are live Cindy, how can they find the show live right now?
Patreon.com. You guys, if you are a subscribed member, you can go to patreon.com/the Shawn Harvey Morning Show, and our video is right there, how you guys are watching it right now. So shout out to you guys. If you click,
Hold on, Cindy. I mean to cut you off. Guys, let everybody know to go to patreon.com, download the app. Just go to patreon.com, type in the Shawn Harvey Morning Show featuring Wake Up Team, and we are right there. It's really that simple. Thank you. Yes, Cindy,
we
what you got?
appreciate it. Yes. So the first story that I have you guys today is really quite interesting. This is regarding Hersey Miller, who is Master P's son, who seemingly was arrested for a fridge theft, but his coach says it's a huge misunderstanding. Hersey Miller, who's Master P's son, was actually arrested last month after he and a pair of his Southern Utah University men's basketball teammates allegedly stole a couple of refrigerators from outside their school's bookstore. But their coach is adamant it's all a huge misunderstanding. According to court documents obtained, the theft occurred at the Southern Utah University's campus in Cedar, Utah. This happened back on November 11th. According to documents, Hersey and two other Thunderbird players, because they're on the basketball team, Brock and Peter, were seen on surveillance nabbing the coolers from the bookstore before loading them into two separate cars. Cops wrote in the documents they saw one of the fridges. Is it a fridge or a cooler? Cops wrote in documents they saw one of the fridges inside a residence belonging to two of the basketball players. And when officers questioned the men about it, they admitted to taking them. They said they thought the fridges were going to be thrown out anyway, so they figured, let's just take them. Cops also wrote in documents that the coolers had been sitting out for almost a month, and they were under the impression that they were going to be tossed. That's what the coach said. However, they were arrested and are now facing felony charges. However, despite this, they've still been playing on the basketball team, and the coach is sure that this is all just a big misunderstanding and it's all going to be thrown under the rug. But my thing is, if you Master P's son, like, you really need a refrigerator that bad that you take it from outside the university bookstore? Like, I'm trying to figure out what's going on here.
Welcome to the show.
Why do you need to do that?
Welcome to the show, guys. Only place on earth where you get you one star, right? Come on. How old is this young man? Between 17 and 19, 20 years old?
Yeah.
And you say it all the time, the brain doesn't, the kid's brain don't develop until they're about, 17, 15, 25, whatever. And let's chalk it up to that. It's just a silly, there was something silly that they did as young adults. I mean, I've stolen a refrigerator too in my lifetime. No, I didn't.
Have you?
Go, what's in the refrigerator? Master, yeah, and it's just so public because his father is world famous, and this has to be a young man that's from privilege. So why would you even attempt to do something so silly like that? And it's just probably a chemical off balance in the brain of young folks that make them do weird things like we've all have. And well, at least for me, I'll keep it on myself that we have done throughout our childhood. So I'm not going to get on this young man for that. It was just something stupid that he did. He shouldn't be prosecuted for it, like slap on the wrist. Don't ever do that again. And I doubt that he would do something like that. I don't think that Master P's son, what's his name again?
Hersey.
That's funny. I don't think Hersey would do this again. And that's all this is. I think this is something silly that that a young man would do. Any young man, regardless if their father is wealthy or not. So thank God no one got hurt. He's on the basketball team. Let's chalk this up to a misdemeanor, something silly. Not a misdemeanor in criminal charges, just a misdemeanor in the head. That's all this is.
Work.
Okay. Welcome to the show, guys. Only place on earth where you get your morning started right. Shawn Harvey Morning Show featuring Wake Up Team with the Queen, SennyJ. Short version of the show. We're going to work out our technical difficulties. Guys, please, if you're in the room, let all the others know to go to patreon.com, type in the Shawn Harvey Morning Show, and we're right there. Go ahead, Cindy.
Yes. Also, moving along in the news, the family of the Missouri teen who fell to his death on on an Orlando free fall ride gets a $310 million verdict. I remember reporting on this story. It was actually 2 years ago. I can't believe it was 2 years since this young boy died. His name was Tyree Sampson, and he was on the free fall ride in Orlando. He was on a school trip and he wasn't buckled in. A Florida jury delivered a $310 million verdict this week to the family of the Missouri teen who plunged to his death while on a free fall ride at an amusement park. The civil verdict, announced in an Orange County courtroom after roughly an hour of deliberation, was against the Austrian company that manufactured the ride, called Funtime Handles. This verdict is a step forward in holding corporations accountable for the safety of their products, said the family attorney Ben Crump. Y'all know Ben Crump don't play. The jury's decision confirms what we have long argued. Tyree's death was a result of blatant negligence and a failure to prioritize safety over profits. The manufacturer did not send a representative to court, and no attorney was listed in the court records. The damages, which were part of a wrongful death lawsuit the family filed 1 month after Tyree's death, were split evenly between Tyree's mother and father. Tyree, who was 14, died while visiting Orlando's Icon Park on spring break with his football team, and he weighed 383 pounds, nearly 100 pounds more than the ride's 285-pound weight limit, and he fell at least 100 feet from the ride, which had no seatbelts. The family also reached a settlement last year with two other defendants, which was Icon Park and Eagle Drop Slingshot, the ride's owner. That settlement has not been disclosed. The ride has since been dismantled. And in May of 2023, Governor DeSantis signed the Tyree Sampson Act into law, which strengthens safety standards for amusement park rides. So shout out to, Governor DeSantis for doing something gubernatorial, because he's over here trying to dismantle Florida.
Hello?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah.
All right. Well, you just cut off. Are you still there?
Yeah, I'm still here.
Okay. Well, again, welcome to the show, guys. Please, this is where we are. We're live right now. Go to Patreon. I remember this story, and everyone was negligence here. It was a lot of negligence, a lot of crime here. First of all, the young teenagers that allowed this young man, unfortunately, to get on this ride, knowing that he was way above the weight restriction. This guy was like 700 pounds.
He was 383.
And and it was 383 pounds, and the ride was for folks that weigh about 125 pounds. And yes, congratulations to the family for winning this lawsuit with this particular incident, and our condolences obviously go out to the family. And it just sends a clear warning to all the other manufacturers that you will get sued if someone gets hurt or get killed. And it's unfortunate. You want to go out and have a good time on a Saturday, and you go on a ride, and next thing you know, you're gone and you're not here, and it's just a devastating situation. But now they got these, and thanks to the Governor DeSantis, which I never thought we would ever say that, but
Right?
definitely, making sure that justice was served for this family. So I'm not going to shout out the family that's Cindy did. I'm just going to say, and I don't know if you're going to get all $650 billion, but you will get enough for your pain and suffering, and justifiably so. What else you got?
Yes. No, he should. Yes. My next story that I have for you is United. Oh no, I'm sorry. Well, actually, I'll go with this story first. A few days ago, Anthem Blue Cross Blue Shield. Okay, a lot of insurance companies are in the news this week. Anthem Blue Cross Blue Shield had announced a plan to impose limits on surgical anesthesia. And after threats and widespread condemnation, they are rolling that announcement back. One of the largest health insurance companies in the US has backed off a controversial new plan to place limits on the amount of time it covers for anesthesia while patients are under the knife after a fierce public outcry. Anthem Blue Cross Blue Shield, which represents policyholders in majority of New York, Connecticut, and Missouri, announced last month that it would deny claims in which a patient was kept under anesthesia longer than the time it determined was necessary, depending on the procedure. In a shocking move, physicians called unprecedented. But the company quickly reversed course once the news of the plan went viral, following the cold-blooded assassination of a rival company's CEO in New York City. There has been significant widespread misinformation about an update to our anesthesia policy. As a result, we have decided to not proceed with this policy change. The original company press release announcing the change had said, starting in February, we will utilize the CMS physician work time values to target the number of minutes reported for anesthesia services. Claims submitted with reported time above the established number of minutes will be denied. The November 1st announcement drew renewed interest following Wednesday's murder of United Healthcare CEO Brian Thompson, as new evidence suggests the shooter may have been motivated by animosity against the health insurance company. Of course, the American Society of Anesthesiologists, a nearly 120-year-old organization representing 59,000 members, accused the insurance giant of putting profits over patients and had swiftly called upon the insurance giant to change its mind. With this new policy, Anthem will not pay anesthesiologists for delivering safe and effective anesthesia care to patients who may need extra attention because their surgery is difficult, unusual, or because a complication arises. So, and it goes on to speak about more statistics. But when I saw that original post, I thought, how can they do that? Because in essence, you're punishing the patient. So now I should be stuck with thousands of dollars in anesthesia bills because my doctor had to go over the time. And I mean, I know doctors, I've had a couple of procedures done where the doctors, always say, we don't want this to go over the time, because they don't want to keep patients under anesthesia for too long. So I just think it really was profits over their patients, and good for them. But I don't know, comparing it to what happened to United Healthcare CEO, I don't know. But it could be, who knows? People are unhinged these days and anybody can get a gun. I don't
See,
have
we
Anthem Blue
talked
Cross
we
Blue
talked
Shield.
we talked about this the other day. We needed to know we needed to follow this story, and we wanted to know like what was the underlying motives of killing this CEO on an isolated incident that was premeditated. We needed to know, and we threw out some suggestions. Maybe it might have been a love affair. Joe said lover, and okay, that's out the question. Uh, they found evidence of this at the scene of the crime, where the shell casings had reference words on the shell casings that referenced the medical field and insurance and denial. I think one of them was denial. I don't know. We might want to take a look at that, City.
Oh yeah, I have that story.
But this is what this is about. And now this is a wake up call to all you health insurance powerhouses out there that really think that y'all could dictate whatever y'all want to us consumers. Those days are over. I'm sorry, man. My condolences go out to this dude. This dude who killed this man took it upon himself to go, okay, y'all gonna play with me? Y'all gonna play with my mother? And y'all gonna deny this? And my loved one's going to die knowing that maybe they might could live? Then I'm gonna take this into my own hands. And that's exactly what this dude did. And now it's rattled the health insurance industry. Don't approve my medication from CVS. Somebody getting hurt. That's where we're at now. And now look, this rival company is now uh, 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 they're now like toning down their policies and their rhetoric, and yeah, you know what? They can have what they want now. The health insurance industry, this is a wake up call. Like I said, my condolences go out to this man. This is the wake up call to you. They're going straight to upper management. They're going straight to the top. They're not messing around with the dude in the mailroom and middle management. They're going for the CEOs and all other Blue Cross, Blue Shield, and all these others. Y'all better watch. Y'all better protect your neck, sir, and change some of these policies. Protect your neck and change some of these policies. Stop acting cute, because now there could be, unfortunately, there could be copycat crime. Now, this dude, they got to catch this dude. If they don't catch this dude, unfortunately, it might be another person be like, you know what? I don't like my service at Blue Cross Blue Shield. Who's the president? Who's the CEO?
Especially if they don't find this guy soon.
If they don't find this guy reminds me of like Mission Impossible. It's a Tom Cruise type dude. Like, this was a syndicate. This was a well-organized hit.
Yeah, and all he had to do to get away was ride into Central Park. Like, that's it. It says, he rode into Central Park, and the service is spotty over there. I don't know how New York has all these cameras all over New York City, and you guys can't find a guy on an e-bike. I mean, come on.
Exactly. I mean, there is many cameras, millions of cameras in New York City. They definitely followed him along the timeline. You could see the guy's face. You could see him on the bike. You could see him come out the train station. You could see him use the bathroom. All of that. That's cool. But if they don't find this guy in the next day or two, he's gone. But This is still a clear message to the health insurance industry. You're not going to sit here, and the dude making $49 million, and all of the other guys probably. If you take a look and see what the other salaries are for the other major healthcare insurance companies, probably 50 million, 100 million. You're not going to be making all this money, and Auntie over here dying, and y'all won't approve a $600 pill for her. Okay, she's going to die, then I'm going up to the top, and I'm taking somebody out. And that's what people are thinking now.
I mean, I guess, but I don't think, I still don't think, it's up for insurance company CEOs, but they said that he has gotten threats before, and they're only offering a $10,000 reward.
Yeah, because unfortunately, life goes on. I tell you,
but $10,000 like
today or tomorrow.
But he was worth 49
the way
million.
we live
His wife can't put up any more money.
And the way that we live in today, this become a cold case in 3 days. This is New York City. 20 people already got shot already after him. There's the detectives in New York City. They're on overload. They can't sit here and spend all the resources on this dude. I think maybe the bigger issue is, even though he technically the CEO has nothing to do with like those policies, but it's like the president of the country or major leader. They chop the top head off first and let everything else crumble. And that's what's happening here. That's what's happening. So healthcare insurance, I would, first of all, cancel all your little conventions that you'll be having throughout the country. Okay, cancel your little seminars and all that. Cancel that, because people will be outside and they ready for y'all. And modify some of your health insurance policies. Some health insurance in this country, I think 75% of it 75% of it should be free anyway. You know what I mean? So that's what's happening. It's a wake up call for the health insurance industry here. And it goes with this story you're talking about, where this particular rival company have modified their policies with anesthesia. Should modify a lot of other policies and give these folks the medicine that they need. You mark up the price on these pills. The pill. You spend $10 to make the pill, but you're gonna charge the consumer $700 to purchase it. That's not right.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, somebody had to pay for it with their lives. I bet you them CEOs around the country, they sheltering in place right now.
Not sheltering in place.
What else you got, Cindy, before we get out of here?
Yes. Well, actually, I was going to talk about the healthcare CEO.
Oh, sorry about
His
that. Go ahead.
no, that's okay. Well, just going into more about his because seemingly after that, his house was part of a like a bomb raid, like a bomb raid thing, like the day after his death, uh his homes were swatted because they received bomb threats that were on his house through email to the FBI, and they thought that it was very weird, along with the shell casings that they found that said deny. Let me see here. Delay, Deny, Defend, and it was a book by Jay Minmin on why insurance companies don't pay claims and what you can do about it. And that was a book that was written in 2010. So the stories of the case, of course, are definitely getting even more weird. So we will continue following that for you guys. It seems like this guy had a lot of stuff going on, or maybe somebody was, actually targeting him. From something that was done to their family. But I feel like if it was a hit, that person was paid a decent amount of money and they're like long gone now. 3 children that were abducted from Virginia were found 600 miles away in Alabama, and their mom was arrested. Police have arrested a woman who they say kidnapped her own children from a Virginia bus stop on Thursday, which triggered an Amber Alert. The Augusta County Sheriff's Office said late Thursday that Shanice Davidson, who was 55 years old, was arrested following a brief pursuit on Interstate 495 in the Birmingham area of Alabama, about 600 miles southwest of the kidnapping. They say her 3 children were found safe and unharmed. The sheriff's office had reported that the abduction happened around 7:45 a.m. on Thursday. The children were waiting for a school bus outside an apartment complex when they were seized in Fisherville, about 100 miles northwest of Richmond. Police say that the children aged 6 to 10 were in quote unquote extreme danger, and it's unclear whether she has an attorney. The story is developing. I just thought it was really weird because what the mom was doing, and it doesn't say anything about the dad or what doing.
Hello?
Yes.
Still there?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah, go ahead.
Oh, okay. Yeah, so the children were found safe and sound. So shout out to them. The Amber Alert was off, but I thought it was very weird because, Mom, what were you doing? Why are you going to steal the kids right before they're waiting for the bus?
Yeah, yeah,
So
and yeah, you gonna steal the kids in Virginia, take them to Birmingham, Alabama, 3 kids that you obviously can't afford to kidnap somebody. You need some money, miss. Even if your own kids, how you gonna kidnap your own kid?
that's what I'm saying, though. How I hate how people can how they're charged for kidnapping their own kids, and it doesn't say anything about a custody battle or anything else like that. So if I hear anything more about this, people in Virginia that got the Amber Alert, the kids are safe and sound. They're fine. But I'm like, what has to be going through your mind that you want to take back your own kids? Let
Yeah,
them stay. Let them stay with the dad
yeah. Let them stay with the dad. Like
or
the kid,
whoever they're with.
you got the kids on like a Chinese bus going from Virginia to Birmingham, Alabama. The kids are hungry. They got their own rooms with dad. Everything is cool, but you mad. Dad, you know what it is. Dad got the new chick in the house and they're living their best life. And you want to take these kids. And you should go to jail, miss. You should go to jail for this, especially if it's a custody situation here.
That's what Judge Harvey would do. You'd send her to jail.
Oh yeah, she's going to jail. She's going to jail for for interrupting these kids' lives, knowing that she didn't have no financial ways and means and to support these kids. It wasn't the father has. I'm just saying, if the father has custody of the kid, you already violated that. But it goes deeper than that. Sometimes men are doing well in life, and the kids gravitate towards the father, and then the dad gets a new woman in his life, and baby mothers can't handle that. Some of them, there's probably 1% of baby mothers that can't handle that, and they go to have extreme behavior like this. So yes, Miss, if this is a custody issue, and it was Judge Harvey here, you would go straight to jail. All right, City. We have these technical difficulties today. We truly appreciate y'all. Just please download the Patreon app or go to patreon.com. Uh, Search the Shawn Harvey Morning Show feature Wake Up Team, and we are there. We're going to do some videos this weekend about Patreon and where we're at and where you can find us. And we hope that, and that you will join us in the next couple weeks. And please like, share, follow, and subscribe. Cindy, last word before we get out of here.
Yes, the last word is I don't know. You guys have a great weekend.
Okay.
Hope you all can see each other because I can't see you.
Right. And we
Be
did
safe
have
out
we,
there.
we did have technical difficulties this morning. That's why we still did the show anyway. Even though we did short time, we just want to let you know that we are committed 100% to the Shawn
Yep.
Harvey Morning Show featuring Wake Up Team. All right, guys, we see you on Monday. We truly appreciate you. And matter of fact, I think throughout the weekend, Cindy and I do some videos about what's going on with the Shawn Harvey Morning Show featuring Wake Up Team. So thank you. We see you guys on Monday, and God bless.
Bye, guys. See you later.
Later.